After the Second World War, 6 countries decided to join together into a community in order to facilitate the exchange of goods among themselves, but also to maintain peace. The leaders of these 6 countries, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Italy, France, and Germany, met in Paris in 1951 and formed the European Coal and Steel Community. This community had the aim to make the trade of coal and steel without duties. The same 6 countries met in Rome in 1957, forming the European Economic Community, which extended the free market to all the other goods. Throughout the history, other countries entered the community, including Great Britain that joined the other countries in 1973. The real revolution that the community had was in 1993, when it became also a political union. The community changed the name in European Union, and at that time was formed by 12 countries. Until the 31st January 2020, European Union counted 28 countries with more than 500 million citizens and with 24 languages spoken. But what happened that day? We need to go back a bit. On the 23rd June 2016, Great Britain held a referendum in order to let the British citizens decide whether they wanted to remain in the Union or to leave it. But why was it held? There was a party called UKIP, led by Nigel Farage, who did several political campaigns about leaving the EU. In particular, they believed that the EU limited British sovereignty, meaning that Great Britain was not free to make their own law. They believed that more immigrants would have come if they hadn't left the Union. They also believed that too much money were given to the Union. The Remainers replied to these reasons saying that there would not be any limitation to the sovereignty of Great Britain. British Parliament, in fact, is the only body who can make new laws. Immigrants were never a problem in Great Britain. London is a perfect example of integration. And by the way, Great Britain government would not give away the border control. It is true that Great Britain is giving money to the EU, but United Kingdom is also receiving money and helps. Anyway, on the 23rd of June 2016, people voted. And 51.9% decided that it was better for UK to leave Europe. But who voted for Brexit and who voted for remaining? It seems that older people living in the countryside with a lower education level voted for leaving, while young people living in big cities and with a higher education level voted for remaining. Anyway, from that moment negotiations started, which provoked a chaos in the UK. The Prime Minister Cameron resigned. And Theresa May became the new Prime Minister. She began the negotiations with the EU, but they weren't easy. The first deadlines were not accomplished, causing confusion and fear both for British citizens and for the European immigrants in Great Britain. This caused a crisis in government, who forced Theresa May to resign and to have a new Prime Minister, Boris Johnson. In the end, the 31st of January 2020, Great Britain finally left European Union, leaving the organization with 27 countries left.